that. So when it extends back like that, it's untwisted. And so it's going to come from that thoracolumbar fascia and aponeurosis and then the iliac crest. So again, here's where, like I said, sometimes the different texts are going to have slightly different origin and insertions and things like that. So here it says crest of the lesser tubercle of the humerus, whereas I've learned it before where it's talking about the intertrabecular groove on the humerus. Basically, it's you have the two tubercles and then you have the intertrabecular groove, so it's pretty close. But there's going to be some variation. But the main thing you have to understand is that it comes around towards the front. It's starting out in the back, it's coming to the front, so that's why it's an internal rotator versus an external rotator. And so then here's showing the origin of the latissimus. It's going to be the iliac crest of that thoracolumbar fascia. And then here's the teres major. So it's down low towards the inferior angle of the scapula, but again it comes around to the front. So this here is starting out on the back, and then it's coming around to the front of the humerus. That's why it's an internal rotator. And so, if you can feel this, that posterior axillary fold is going to be the latissimus. And then here, this is kind of showing that same thing that I was doing with the rotation. It's a little bit easier, so when we'll get out the tables next time, so we can do more of the palpation. And so then that's going to be supraspinatus. So remember, it's going to go underneath the acromion. And then what's the action going to be of the supraspinatus? It doesn't move the head this way. What's the action of the supraspinatus? It's like, yeah, I know the answer. It's going to abduct the upper arm, and it's also going to stabilize the rotator cuff. The main thing it does is it stabilizes the humerus. What's that? The extra credit? What muscle do you have? Supraspinatus? Okay, then go ahead and do it now. That's all right. Okay. Yes. So put it, slide it in here like that. There. Okay. So then what does it do? Yeah, so it shows that so it attaches right there, right? So when it contracts, it's going to do what? Crumble and pull this up. Or it's going to hold it in like that. Good. Okay. That's it, like I'm saying. So when you learn stuff, some people can be more kinesthetic or more visual or something like that. But I'll bet you now people are going to remember their supraspinatus, right? Take her for it. So then now you have the infraspinatus. Okay? So that's going to go, the reason why it's called infraspinatus is because it's underneath the spine of the scapula, so it's going to come over here, it's going to externally rotate. And what other muscle does the external rotation with it? Teres minor, right? So there it is. And so then now we have the subscapularis, and where does that one insert? Which of the tuberosities is towards the front? Lesser. Subscapularis is the only one that inserts onto the lesser. All the other rotator cuff muscles are on the greater tuberosity. And then from where they insert from top to bottom, which one's on the top? Yeah, super would be the obvious choice because it's on the top. And then what's the next one down? Infraspinatus, and then what's the last one down from there? Teres minor. And then subscapularis is all the way around. And then what inserts between those two? What muscles insert between the greater and the lesser tuberosity? Which is called the, what's that? Okay. Say it louder.
I don't trust myself. Biceps? No. Is it like
That goes through there, but it doesn't attach. It's just passing through. What are the muscles that come from the back that wrap around that internally rotate?
Teres major.
Teres major and what's harder in chrono? What's the other one that does the
Latissimus.
latissimus? Yeah. So latissimus and teres major are buddies, right? They don't hang out with the other rotator cuffs. So here you're looking at the rotator cuffs from the top down. So there's the infraspinatus. So you know when we were doing the palpation, you palpate the spine of the scapula. Right underneath it, you feel the muscle belly. That's going to be the infraspinatus. And then right up above it, it's going to be the infraspinatus. And then teres minor. Scapularis is when you're going to go in through here like this. Because remember, if you're coming in here, if you're coming in this way, here you're going to be right on the subscapularis. And then what's the other muscle? I need you to make me another muscle with the page.